Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with an install video for Spelab. They were nice enough to send over some parts. I have a grid heater delete plate for you all today, an install video, and an intake manifold. They already come in like complete kit, which makes my life super simple and easy. Here is the intake manifold. Let's get started. There's a little bit of prep work that we have to do to this. And I wish I had a fancy shop to show you guys how I do all of my installs, because this is not the only thing that I will be doing to the 5th gen anytime soon. This is actually part 1 of parts that are going on the 5th gen. After this, thank you Spelab, I will be also putting on an extension kit from Striker Off-Road. Now, it's not going to be the same day, but if you guys always wanted to know a little bit behind the scenes, all of this stuff has been done either in a gravel driveway or my field. So one day I would love to have a fancy shop. Welcome to the farm instead. Let's get started on a little bit of prep work and we'll get moving, guys. All right, like I said, this does come in a complete kit, which makes everything super simple. Oh, I'm gonna battle the wind today is what I'm gonna do. But yeah, even send you an instruction manual, some wiring harnesses, and everything that you need. I will be putting my stock EGR valve back on today as well. The truck is not deleted. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I know that that's for sure what everybody is wanting to see is the 5th gen deleted one day, but it's not happening today. It'll be stock going back on. Ideally, we would put these in with a little bit of threading tape as well. These are plugs, and to make sure that they seat and seal correctly. Now, I don't actually have any tape with me today. I'm just going to hand feel it out, see if they're sealing. If they're not, I'll pull them out. I guess I have to run to the store real quick, but I mean, it's just here, and we'll get going and see if we're actually gonna have to take a pause on our day to go buy some tape. These are tapered threads, and you would want to use some Teflon tape if you wanted some needed security, but it kind of feels like they're already sealing, so I don't think I'll be running to the store to grab any. You don't want to use a ton of pressure. This is just kind of an aluminum casting. Yeah, so that's about good right there. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff that's got to come out, unfortunately. Come on. Basically, this is where we're mostly going to be working today. And then the grid heater plate is actually underneath all of that. I know you can't see it right now. So let's start by removing everything that's kind of in the way, and then we'll actually be able to do the install. This is the time-consuming part that I don't like. You are just hanging over there. Kind of tight, don't you know? Don't you know? Ta-da! I'm too fucking short. Phew. It's crazy to me to see how much soot actually builds up in these things. Because this truck is pretty low miles, y'all. But that, I mean, that's gross. All right. Next thing. this is out with the old, in with the new time. So this is actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the bolt that they're talking about failing. That's kind of why we're doing this all, I guess. The truck doesn't have even any miles on it, and you can tell how disgusting this actually is. So time to put the new one in and time to put everything back together. I did kind of cut out all of the little nitty-gritty work for you all. This isn't a step-by-step install. This is more like an overview install. But yeah, all the stuff's been removed. One more wire to go, and then time to put the new stuff on. See you guys in a minute. There are some parts that were exchangeable from the old one to the new one with a little bit of prep. They are now on the new one. Easy stuff. Oh God, I'm gonna break something. Let's finish getting everything ready for this to get put back in. Okay, it's now day 2 and the truck is complete. I didn't really get to finish the completion process of everything getting installed, mostly due to bad weather, and I lost the light. It literally was dark by the time that the rain cleared up. That's kind of the downside to working outside, is I just kind of have to be at the will and mercy of the elements out here, but I make it work somehow. So everything is back together on the truck. The truck's running great. I did piss off a couple of the sensors, I won't even lie. I should have disconnected my battery before I even started, but I had to basically hard reset so that the sensors would be happy. This is one of my least favorite things about working on the newer trucks versus, you can see behind me over there, my 2001 second gen is so much simpler to be working on because there's no sensors, there's no smart computers. I feel like they've just overly complicated everything on these new trucks. So if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments that you prefer to work on the older trucks rather than newer trucks. But she's looking great. I don't have any issues. So far the Spelab kit was not too difficult. One of the fuel lines that they sent over was not exactly correct, but I still made it work and everything went in pretty flawlessly. I'm not going to say that this is a great, if you wanted to see a tutorial on step-by-step how to do this, this was not the video for you. It's basically just 10 minutes of me struggling for my life. And you guys are going to see that I'm a trained professional by YouTube University. So there's tons of great tutorials that they have out on all of their kits. This just doesn't happen to be the best step-by-step. But I wanted to kind of give you guys an inside look and an overview on like what a project would look like for me here in Tennessee, which is my home. What's next on the 5th gen? Well, my plan is to do the extension kit from Striker Off-Road. That's hopefully going to be my next video for you all. I've got a couple events coming up. I wanted to go to basically a diesel event that's local to me and another truck show that's local to me at the end of this month. So that's basically what you're going to be seeing on the channel for June. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me on the channel. I have some more exciting stuff coming up soon. I hope you guys stick around. Follow me on all of my socials. They're Ash and Joe on everything. And you can kind of keep up with my day-to-day and like live posting more on there. I feel like I'm always a couple days later to announce anything on my YouTube. So be sure to follow me on Instagram because that's where you're going to see everything at once. Again, a big shout out to Spelab. Thanks for sending over the parts. I'm super excited to continue to work with them in the future. I'll see you guys on the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff actually does help my channel grow, and it has been so much fun to grow with you guys. I can't wait to bring you on the next little adventure with me. That was terrible, actually.